It feels like every neighborhood that you look in St. Johns County has a CDD fee or an HOA fee. I mean, seriously, what are we paying for? Well, that's what I'm here to answer. So here in NOCATEE, they do have a higher CDD fee and a low HOA fee. It's kind of like a teeter-totter if you look at a lot of these communities. But I want to actually go in detail of what's actually included within this CDD fee within NOCATEE, so you actually know what you're paying for and what you're getting out of it. Now let's of course address the elephant in the room. What the heck is a CDD fee? Well, a CDD fee is a Community Development District fee. Now this handles the planning, the infrastructure, the maintenance on all the public infrastructure in the community. This includes major roadways, parks, amenities, includes all of that into one fee to make sure that it's properly maintained. But what exactly in NOCATEE does it include? NOCATEE's district is called the Tolomato Community Development District. Now, this is both for residents and also businesses to the NOCATEE area. Now, what exactly does the district maintain and build? Well, this is construction, and this is operating and maintenance on the public improvements here in NOCATEE specifically, which also include 300 acres of the parks, the trails, the ballparks, the soccer fields. All of that is included within your CDD fee and the maintenance of those items. And let's not forget the 5,000 acres on the NOCATEE Greenway that provides a natural habitat to truly protect the wildlife for here in our local area, and making sure that they are well maintained and established, where we're not just tearing down trees to tear down trees. We're also wanting to live within nature itself. NOCATEE's true goal was for families to get out of their house and to enjoy the amenities, to enjoy the trails, so that you're not just stuck home trying to figure out what to do, because honestly, if you're from the north, didn't you run away because of that? The district provides ongoing maintenance on the storm drains, the roadways, the parks, the sidewalks, anything basically. If you're driving down NOCATEE Parkway and you see it, it's being well maintained. The lights, the signage, directional signs, all of that is being maintained by that CDD fee that you are paying for. Now, how exactly are CDDs kind of broken up? Well, we already know they help with our amenities, and they help with our operations and management, and they help with our major roadways. Well, the CDD fee in a whole is kind of broken up in two sections. One, a bond portion. Now, this is a fixed portion that is paid, and then once it's paid off for everyone. But there's also an operations and management side of it that is ever changing. Now, this is really based on, one, the home site you chose. So the size lot that you have, where you're at, what community you're in, a lot of things go into what your operations and management looks like. Because if you are in the coastal Oaks area, you have a completely different operations management than someone in Reflections would. So those are completely different items to consider, and I'm sure if you're looking online and looking at different people's CDD fees that they're paying, that may be why it's adjusted a little bit more. But it is important to know that that is what it's based on, and part of it is not forever. Now, how much really is the annual district assessment? Like we just said, is that it's really going to differentiate based on your property, the one that you choose, the home that you have, the community that you're in. It's going to go all based on those. It is important to know that this actually will be added to your tax bill. So when you're looking at people's taxes, because I know you guys do, because when I'm showing you properties, I know you're talking about the people what they paid for taxes. Now, the CDD fees are actually built into your taxes, so you actually pay those in full when you pay for your taxes each year. So that's not something that you kind of have to map out monthly. That is something that just goes ahead and comes out of your taxes. But I would consider that if you're typing it into a mortgage calculator, you're trying to figure it out online, make sure you have the right information based on the community that you're looking at. And if you have questions about that, we should talk, or I could link you with one of my site agent friends that can really help go more in detail with that with you. Now, will your assessment increase? Well, just like we said, no, not the bond portion, but operations and management may increase. I mean, you realize you go to the grocery store, look at the price of eggs nowadays. Hopefully that doesn't happen, and they do assess that ahead of time and prep for that to make sure that they're not in a pickle. But there is a lot of operations that are happening here in NOCATEE, and the more amenities that we bring, obviously the more maintenance comes with it. So do keep that in mind, that can change, but you also are on partially a bond. So eventually that bond gets paid off. Also, some owners do pay off bonds, just so you know. Are there actually benefits to living in a CDD community? Absolutely, because the entire community you live in is professionally maintained. I'm sure you've driven around a couple areas by now if you're looking in the St. John's area, or researched a couple areas that may have a CDD fee that they look like they're kind of run down. But NOCATEE does it different. The park group wanted to make sure that they truly made this amazing establishment, and the Tolomato Community District is making sure that they keep it pristine. So this is going to create high standards within the neighborhood, which you could either like or dislike. But if you like it and you like NOCATEE, you are going to appreciate that as a homeowner, because if it starts tanking, that affects your home value. So CDDs are honestly, if anything, being a guardrail for your home equity so that you're not losing value on your home because your neighbor doesn't feel like taking out their garbage or mowing their lawn or whatever like that. They have the same high standards that you have, so it's just going to continue to have that curb appeal that we've been voted year after year, best neighborhood to live and best neighborhood to raise a family. Now, if you have any questions in regards to the NOCATEE CDD, which is the Tolomato Community District Development, Jesus, I said that backwards. Call Tolomato. Ask the Tolomato Community Development District. Oh my goodness. Tolomato. If you have more questions about the CDD, what it includes, what it has plans for in the future, I would definitely check out the Tolomato Community Development District online, or even come to the Welcome Center here in NOCATEE. Right across from the Welcome Center is where you're going to find them in their office, where you could ask all your questions. This is also where you end up getting your keys once you close on your property for the amenities. But any other questions in regards to NOCATEE, hit me up, let's talk about it, and maybe piece together the perfect home.